Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Real Life Excel. Hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you are. Been a little bit preoccupied with being sick, so that's why I haven't been posting as much and as frequently, and just with work and life. So hopefully I can get back to posting more frequently for you guys. But today I want to go through the number section within the Home tab of Excel. So first one that I wanted, or I guess the first several that I wanted to go through, is the General section. So here, if we go kind of in the middle of Excel on the Home tab, we have this drop down and then it says General. So right now, Excel automatically will just set a format, which is called General. So this General format is pretty flexible with numbers and text. So Excel will automatically have this generally for your spreadsheet. So here we have an example of a number. So General is just showing this flat 1000. So it won't show any decimal places if you want it to. I guess it could but it doesn't have other capabilities as other formats. If we go over to the number format, so if you just go into this drop down, you can click on this drop down. Here we can see the number format, and it'll give you recommendations on different formats and what it would be. So it gives you a little bit of a preview. So here, the number format, it will create the format of having 2 decimal places automatically, even if there's no like 0.01 or 0.02, it will automatically create 2 decimal places for this number. We scroll down to currency. So currency, as the name implies, this is dealing more with money instead of actual numbers or specific, just generic numbers. This is actually dealing with money. And Excel has a nifty tool where you could actually change the dollar sign to whichever currency you want it to be. I think that's more of an advanced thing, and I haven't really used that as frequently, but it's pretty nifty if you want to be looking at money specifically. And accounting and currency are pretty similar, but you can see there's a little bit of a difference where the dollar sign is all the way to the side of the cell, all the way to the left side of the cell. And then there's also the slight indent in the accounting. So if you have a little bit of a different format or a different format flavor within Excel, then this is kind of your go-to if you want to try different things. Short date. So obviously if I type in the usual 11/01/2024, Excel will automatically recognize that. And this is the same thing for the other formats, although usually Excel will just go with the general. But for dates, it will automatically recognize a short date. So Excel will automatically just say, hey, this is a short date, even though it says date right here, but it's a short date. So pretty nifty. Long date. So as the name implies, this is getting more nitty gritty, more info on it. So here we have the same December 1st, 2024, but now it's saying the whole day. So it's saying Sunday, December 1st, typing all out the word 1 and then 2024. So if you want to know what specific day it is, what day of the week it is, then long date is pretty helpful. Then time. So Excel will automatically put it at 12 a.m., so at midnight. But obviously, if I want to change it to 11:35:29, then I can do that as well. So if you want to put some time within your spreadsheet, Excel has a pretty good idea on formatting that for you. So here we have the accounting number format. So this is what I was talking about. So the different main formats. So for example, if I want to change this to pounds, I can do that. Euros. I think the yuan. I think yen is the Japanese. I believe this is the yuan. Then the Swiss franc, I believe. So pretty nifty if you want to change the format. So it has the main currencies of the world. I guess I didn't include this, but percentage. So going off to the side here, percent. So let's just say we want to look at 10% of something. So we could do type 10 and then a percent. And then Excel will automatically recognize that this is a percentage. Let's say I just type in 10, And this is where it gets a little bit difficult. So if I click the percent sign, it will automatically put it as 1,000. So right now it's thinking 10 100ths. So 10 100ths is 1,000%. So if you want to change a number into a percent, you're going to have to do decimal places. So there we go. So here's our 10% that we wanted to use. And then by clicking this little button, we can just change that to percentage. And if we have the little percent sign on it, Excel will try its best to create a percentage, but then again, if I do a 0.10%, then that will be 0.01%. So you have to be pretty careful on making sure your percent sign is correct. This little comma, little apostrophe, so if I just click on that, it will automatically add the comma separating the thousands. So pretty nifty if you have this huge number within the general. Let's say type in 1,000. Let's do, I guess it automatically created it to the scientific format. But let's just say we have this massive number, and if I just click this little comma, here you can see all the commas within this number. I'm trying to think of 1,000, million, billion, trillion. Is this quadrillion? I think that's quadrillion. Anywho, so pretty nifty if you want to separate numbers into commas, large numbers into commas. Another helpful one is the little, what's called like the decimal. It could increase or decrease the number of decimal places. So for example, I can type in this giant number. Right now Excel is only wanting to show the first 6, but let's just say I want to show more. So if I just click, I keep getting these two confused, so you can see I'm going back and forth. But if I go to the one on the left, this will increase the number of decimal places. So let's say I want all these decimal places visualized or shown. Or if I want less, I can just click on this button and then we'll eliminate some of those decimal places. So you can kind of play around on how many decimal places you want it to be. If you're dealing with very small numbers or fractional numbers, then the decimal place can be pretty helpful. Decimal placement place is pretty helpful. So that's basically the main stuff. We have fraction and scientific. Those are pretty uncommon. I could probably show those in a later video, but these are kind of the main ones that are used within Excel for the most part, especially the number, the percent, general, dates. Those are probably the most common ones. Anywho, hopefully this helped, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks.